Hey guys, how are we all? Welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a general love reading for the sign of Sagittarius for the final week of October 2021. This can resonate with your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus sign, so please check out the other available videos on the channel so you get a fuller, more rounded picture as what potentially could be happening in your love life for this particular week. Now, these are timeless readings, so it's kind of whenever you come across this reading where it's most likely going to resonate. Obviously, there are parts of the message that could resonate, or the whole message resonates, then that's awesome. If it doesn't resonate, then it's simply not your message. So I could be reading for yourself or for your love interest, the one that's on your mind, etc. So just flip the roles and see how it best fits with your situation. But please do not make the story fit, okay guys? So, I can't believe we're nearly in November, nearly the end of the year. It's so crazy. I hope that you guys are going to enjoy Halloween. We've got that at the end of the week, which is really exciting. So I hope you have great fun on that particular holiday. Okay guys, so let's get into the reading, shall we? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus sign for Sagittarius, please. Angels of Love and Light, what can we please get for Sagittarius, please? For love. Sagittarius, what's going on? Ooh! Somebody wants to offer their cup of love, take you out on a little date, potentially could be dealing with a water sign, or somebody wants to give you an apology, potentially if they broke your heart, or if you're in separation from this person. The other thing that I'm getting is that maybe they're going to come forward towards you and let you know of some particular news if they're dealing with a third party, that they've broken up with this other situation and that they're going to be more available to come forward towards you. Potentially they've been very unfulfilled in another situation and so therefore they want to change things around with you. But yeah, I'm getting the sense that this person, they have a lot of feelings for you. Yeah, they want to have a brand new tangible beginning here, something solid, something grounded. Potentially they may have been all words and no action previously, and I feel like this person wants to come forward. Look at that with the Page of Pentacles. They want to come forward with a tangible offer, something actually in the 3D, in the material realm, something that actually is going to show to you that they are serious, that they actually want to have a brand new beginning. There's a lot of potential here, especially with this Page energy. You know, it's kind of like new energy, very similar to the Ace. So what I'm getting is you may receive communication from this person that they actually want to have a brand new beginning with you. And it may take a bit of time to kind of, you know, get into fruition, as it were, because it's a pentacle, you know, slow and steady. But what I'm getting is that this particular offer or this gift or this conversation is going to lead to something very solid, very mature, I'm getting. So somebody's definitely growing up. I'm getting that sense when I look at this page. It's a little bit like Peter Pan. So, you know, kind of the boy who wanted to always forever be a boy type of thing. He didn't want to grow up. And I'm getting this sense that potentially there may have been a period of time where whoever you're dealing with was most likely very immature, and it's like I'm getting man-child for some reason, so that could potentially resonate for someone out there. But this person definitely sees you as a wish fulfillment here, but potentially they may have been a bit of a player in the past. I'm getting a little bit flaky. Maybe they didn't come forward with a particular commitment of sorts. Yeah, this person is escaping particular negative thought patterns. They've been very much in their ego previously. Could have been dealing with a Capricorn, potentially. What I'm getting here is that this person's realizing that their self-worth, and they're releasing themselves potentially from a karmic partner. Doesn't necessarily have to be. Either that, if it's a third party, if that's something that resonates with you. Either that, or what I'm getting is that this person's been incredibly very focused on their materialism, and they're realizing that it's good to focus on your, you know, material world and to have something, you know, substantial if you want it. but there's a fine line between being overly obsessed with being in the material realm and then having like just enough to kind of tick along and be happy. It's like this particular balance. Maybe this person's had to go through a lot of lessons in relation to potentially addictions, indulgences, that type of thing. They may have been very much into drinking and potentially drugs, partying. I'm getting that this person may have had a lot of like codependency issues when it came to other things, so particular relationships even, or if they were dealing with a karmic third party, then potentially that is something that they were stuck in. Materialism, you know, obsession, I'm getting that's something that's coming through. But this person may have come across to you as a bit of a flake before, and I feel like this person is needing to change their ways, and I feel like they are definitely going about it. It may have taken them some time to come forward eventually and give you even an ounce of emotion, but what I'm getting from this is that you may likely have the Ten of Cups with this person, so a very strong emotional fulfillment, a dream come true, maybe even settle down with this particular person if that's something that you're interested in. But obviously we'll carry on pulling cards and see what else that we can get for you. But yeah, this person may have been very much trapped in their head previously about coming forward, giving you an offer and seeing if they actually had enough to be able to give you. But I'm getting the sense that this person is breaking free from these particular thought patterns, as we've already seen with the Devil in reverse, and they're realizing that enough is enough, and they're taking charge of their life, because they've gone through a very long soul cycle here, I'm getting, to do with a karmic life lesson. And this person's tired, and they're getting just to the end of their tether. They're getting very close to the end of having this massive achievement in their life by overcoming something that has been incredibly difficult. And they will eventually, very soon, be in a period of time of releasing these particular burdens and to be able to come forward towards you. But what I'm getting right now is predominantly they're very focused on themselves as of right now. Purely on the basis, I feel like this person, all they can really think about is coming forward towards you and giving this offer, because they know that it would be a wish fulfillment for you, most likely, but also for them as well. And I feel this person's wanting to apologise for old ways of behaviour. What else was Sagittarius? Oh, gosh, what was that? Card fell on the floor. Yeah, they want to grow with you here with the Three of Pentacles. They want to work things out. Their fulfillment would be to come forward towards you and to make things right. Look at that, and close off a cycle here with the World. I mean, how beautiful is this? You know, we have Aquarius energy here, we have Scorpio, we have Leo, and we have Taurus as well. So this person, you know, it may have taken them a very long time, especially if these, you know, these signs are fixed signs. So when they're very like stuck in their ways, they've done something for a very long time, it takes them quite a lot of time to be able to change compared to the other different signs that we have in the zodiac. So for these guys in particular, if you are dealing with someone that has these signs specifically in their kind of first 3 or 4 placements, you know, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, then most likely they've really taken their time to come forward towards you with this offer. And you may have been up in your head, you know, frustrated, like, well, why haven't they come forward with this as of yet? But it's like this person may have not felt like they had the confidence to come forward towards you. And if they were to come forward towards you the way that they were previously, they most likely would have broken your heart in one way or another, or broken their own heart, because they would be trying to make particular promises to you that they couldn't necessarily keep, and then have to come forward with an additional apology. And they don't want to come forward with just an additional apology about that. I feel like this person wants to do everything right, and they want to do everything properly. So this person is really focusing on getting out of their own head. And if they have been in a difficult relationship or something that wasn't very fulfilling previously in a third party, then they are releasing themselves from that. But they definitely seek reconciliation with you, and they will want to come forward and communicate to you, most likely via the internet. I'm getting here with the World Wide Web. like a DM, like a text message or a DM on social media like Instagram or anything like that. But I feel like this person's keeping tabs on you to make sure that that you kind of don't move on. I'm getting that this person is very focused on you, and they just see you as their kind of like everything, their world, and they know that once they've kind of grown up a little bit, because I'm getting that sense of they're wanting to be more mature, and they eventually want to come forward with this particular union of sorts. Look at that with the Cancerian energy here with the travel, with the Chariot. They want to travel towards you. Like, you are the eyes of the prize. Like, they want to come forward towards you and to let you know that they're transforming their life in order to come forward towards you. And look at that, leaving everything else previously to move on to calmer waters, to heal things with you, letting go of things that no longer serve them anymore, and focusing solidly on their financial stability so that they feel like they have something to offer you. But they may have been stuck in ego for quite some time, dealing with third-party situations. But what I'm getting is that predominantly they are feeling relatively sad and lost without you. Like, you are their sunshine. And I feel like this person has, you know, laser-like focus on trying to get things to grow with you. What else for Sagittarius, please? What else for Sagittarius? They definitely see you and them having something long term, like eventually, you know, starting a family if you haven't had a family together, or if you have your own family and, you know, do like a blended family potentially, or even get married at one point. Yeah, this person really wants to come forward towards you, and they want to make peace if there's been any disturbances in relation to your connection. I feel like this person may have caused a lot of drama if they were acting or behaving in another way previously that wasn't necessarily beneficial to you guys. Like, they may have been incredibly selfish, but I feel this person's wanting to make changes and they're learning to compromise a bit more. Potentially that is something, you know, that they've had real trouble with compromising. Always kind of like to be in control of the situation, and potentially this person is realizing that in order to have harmonious relationships and connections, they can't control everything, just due to the fear of feeling a little bit insecure and maybe stuck in ego, that something's not always going to go their way. And this person is really changing things around, I'm getting. They really want to sort things out. And potentially they even feel regretful if they had really hurt you previously. They want to apologise for that because they see you as their 10 of cups. I mean, look how beautiful. And we said this earlier, didn't we? That, you know, they see you as their 10 of cups because we have the page and the 9, and you add that up together, and that's the 10. And that's what they want with you. And here it is at the bottom of the deck of what we don't see. Their intention is to come forward so that you guys can have this, you know, long-term commitment with one another, you know, settle down, that type of thing. They want to feel that when they get to be with you, that that's it. Like, you know, there's no more, there's no one else after you. That, you know, they want the whole thing with you, the whole shebang. And they will transform anything else previously that didn't necessarily serve them in order to come forward towards you. Because most likely, the reason you're not having this 10 of cups as of right now, or most likely not having this 10 of cups right now, is this person for a very long time has been letting their past affect their present. So they've not necessarily been in the right frame of mind, as we kind of already know that here, potentially with this 8 of Swords, to be able to come forward towards you and actually offer you something else. I feel like this person, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, and we said that earlier with the World card, with the fixed signs, but we also have Pisces here with the Moon in reverse. This person's realising, having this kind of epiphany, that they're kind of only really getting themselves, like they're getting in the way of themselves from having this potential amazing, you know, commitment and romantic relationship with you. It's like they're realizing, wow, I've been shooting myself in the foot this whole entire time, and they're taking more control of their love life. And they look at that, the revelation here, I'm literally just saying, it's so funny. The reason they're not getting what they're getting with you is because they were carrying all these particular thoughts, particular beliefs, this set kind of mindset that they couldn't have certain things with you because potentially you may not necessarily accept them, and you know, all these different types of insecurity. That there's been stagnation with your connection because of this. I mean, you could definitely be dealing with a Pisces here with the Hangman, but this person hasn't been taking action because as they needed to retreat and take a step back to recognize what other like toxicity or unhealthy behaviors, etc., that they had previously. You know, I'm getting control really strongly. So potentially this person may have been a bit possessive previously or a bit controlling when it comes to every other aspect of their life. And you may have really kind of pushed this person or tested this person in a sense of they couldn't take control of you. They couldn't, there's something that they couldn't manipulate you in a particular way, or they couldn't bend you in a particular way that was going to be to their liking, so that they were going to most likely get the outcome that they wanted when it came to you. And I feel like there may have been one point where either you walked away from the connection or they walked away, or potentially you both did at one point. I mean, it depends how long your kind of story has been going on between the two of you. You know, it's quite possible. But let's see what additional cards that we can get here for you. For Sagittarius, please. Yeah, there's been a lot of heartbreak. I mean, look at this. This is fascinating to me because obviously we see the cards on the table. We have the 8 of Swords in reverse. We have the 5 of Swords, and then you add the 5 with the 3 and it makes the 8. So this person's been incredibly heartbroken, and that's why they want peace. It's like, I'd like to call a truce. I know that I've been breaking my own heart, and I've probably broke the third party if I'm dealing with a third party because of my indecisiveness and because of my ways and my behaviours and my attitudes. But potentially I also broke your heart as well. Like, they broke your heart. That's what I'm getting. It's like they want to say I. And I feel this person wants to come forward towards you and give you this particular good news, in the sense that they've had this realisation that they're releasing particular negative thoughts, and they're changing themselves and they're changing their ways. And you may have waited a very long time for this person to come in with some sort of communication, but they potentially were carrying a lot of baggage. And most likely you may have been very heartbroken in the sense of, you know, with this separation, in waiting for them to kind of get themselves sorted. But they want to come forward towards you correctly, but they're trying to work on their foundation, their stability, and become more grounded, because they potentially were lying to themselves about other relationships or situationships, potentially if dealing with a third party. And most likely they're realizing that this other behavior, you know, wasn't necessarily healthy. And it most likely was kind of based on physical attraction and lust. And this person is eventually going to come forward towards you because they've gained this clarity, and then you're going to be relatively shocked that they're coming forward towards you to let you know that actually they've been emotionally void without you. But especially here when we're seeing that kind of King of Wands and then the Queen of Wands as well, both in reverse. So potentially there's a recognition that the two of you are a soul connection, but it wasn't ready. It wasn't potentially the right time. So therefore you may be focusing on your own self-worth right now, on your own kind of finances, until this person sends a message. But there's definitely been a lack of communication, I'm getting. Yeah, I'm getting a lack of communication. This person potentially wants to tell you, to let you know that they've been deceived and heartbroken by other people previously. That's why they didn't necessarily pursue a relationship with you. And I'm getting the sense as well that you may feel fearful that this person is lying and that they don't have good intentions with coming forward towards you. And you may be very stressed at the idea if they do come forward and express this particular, or you feel like it's going to be a truth of sorts. And are they still going to be, you know, flaky from before? You know, am I just going to be expecting the same thing again? Or, you know, is it going to be different this time? But what I'm getting from all of this is this person's actually trying to strategize and figure out the best way to come forward towards you, because potentially you may even come across as potentially a little bit unapproachable to them for some reason. You know, they may feel very drawn to you, but they're not able to come forward towards you, especially if they're not very confident. I'm going to try again. What else for Sagittarius, please? What else is Sagittarius for love? Look at that, the Page of Pentacles. They definitely want security in their life and to come forward towards you and offer something that is going to be long-lasting. They can't wait to give you the good news. They know that you guys will work well together, but they're definitely dealing with some sort of financial matters as of right now. Yeah, look at that, financial matters here. Two of Pentacles in reverse. They're juggling their finances. They're not necessarily as secure as they would like to be. And seeing that King of Pentacles earlier, this person is probably doing absolutely fine, really, when it comes to their finances, if you were to compare them on like a national average, as it were, to a salary or to somebody's job wages or what have you. But this person has it in their head that potentially they feel like they haven't got enough to come forward towards you with an offer. So therefore, they're retreating, holding themselves back before they can come forward and give you actually something really major, like huge, I'm getting. Potentially finances has been a huge impact in relation to your connection, but this person may also have been stuck in like a poverty mindset for quite some time, and they're realizing that potentially that has had a much bigger impact on their kind of on their relationships and their situationships, or, you know, love relationships, that type of thing. All of it has kind of made a massive influence in preventing themselves feeling enough to come forward and offer you something. But yeah, they will find their own self-worth here. They definitely are they're definitely doing a lot better off than they're probably giving off this impression, or potentially they look like they're doing very well off, you know, and maybe they're not. So it's kind of however it best resonates for you. Okay, so I'm just going to pull a couple more cards because we haven't got any majors here on the table. So I'm just I usually would pull if we have any majors, but if there's any that comes out on the table, then obviously I'll clarify, and then a major comes out. So we've got the Magician. There must have been some sort of lack of transparency in your relationship. They definitely feel like they have little to offer you. That's coming in strongly, and they're reflecting on their money. Like, money is very important to them, and that's potentially like what I was saying right at the beginning of the reading. This person may have been overly materialistic and maybe even just a touch greedy. You know, there's nothing wrong with being a hard worker and, you know, putting the work in and everything else. But there's a fine line between being a complete workaholic and then, you know, that type of thing. But this person's realizing that they can't have their material world like completely trump over like, they can't have it get in the way when it comes to love, because then obviously, you know, it kind of spoils it a little bit. This person may have been taken advantage of previously by other people, especially if they did or do have money. People may have seen them as a golden ticket, as it were, for their long-term stability. If they were dealing with a long-term situation, then most likely this person that they were dealing with was potentially not there for love whatsoever. Look at that. Oh, I can't make it up. They were taken advantage of because they were probably Mr. or Mrs. Moneybags here with the Nine of Pentacles, doing very well for themselves. You know, potentially they may have thought that, you know, money was going to buy them their happiness, and they're realizing that was most likely not the case. And just very superficial, I'm getting. That they may have been very superficial. But you could have been dealing with an Aries, Gemini, Libra, Scorpio energy. I'm going to take one more. Oh, no, I'm not going to take that. One more for Sagittarius. It's too many. Somebody definitely wants to have a reunion with you, though. Or you both want a reunion. Look at that. That Ten of Wands again coming out. This person has been incredibly stuck, but they're just carrying a load of responsibilities and obligations as of right now. This person has worked very hard in their life to get to where they have, and potentially they may feel like they haven't got time for dating as of right now. And potentially you may have been a bit frustrated with this person because you may have felt like you were carrying the connection between the two of you and they were just working all the time and didn't make necessarily any time for you. And potentially you may have thought, oh well, maybe this person's just taking advantage of me and isn't really that interested, and potentially maybe it is just a superficial thing between the two of us. You know, is there any hidden agenda? Do they, you know, want to work things out with me? But potentially this person, you know, wants to have something with you, definitely. We feel this very prominently when we saw the Ten of Cups and also the Page and the 10 here, and then the Ace as well of Pentacles. This person's just been very hurt and they've been through the mill, and potentially they may be a little bit prideful and not necessarily telling you what they've been through as of yet. But they will eventually open up and let you know. Look, I broke up the deck and we've got the World here showing. So there's definitely a successful completion of an old cycle. I'm just going to clarify these two majors on the table with the Magician in reverse for Sagittarius. What's going on here with this Magician? Hopefully you can see the cards okay. Magician please, reverse, Sagittarius. Oh my gosh, look at that. The Star. So we have the Star in reverse with Aquarius energy, and we also have Leo energy here with the Strength. This person is gaining their courage, but potentially they've just felt really quite depressed and unhopeful that potentially you and them could work something out because of what's happened previously. They may have not been, you know, as open, you know, they may have been very secretive before. And what I'm getting is that this is also Cancerian energy. Look at that, very secretive here, and then all of this confusion. Most likely they were confused themselves about what they were doing. They probably didn't even know what direction they were going through in their life. They were unsure, and then that could also be another reason why they kind of held back from you. But this person is really willing to overcome the challenges that they've got in front of them. They will do. And they will change things around. But potentially this person, as of right now, may be saying to you that potentially they need a bit more space to kind of grow their confidence again. So it's probably best to stay in separation. Most likely, what I'm getting as well is that this person is incredibly drawn to you, and they're confused about how they're so drawn to you. But you intimidate them as well, I'm getting. You intimidate them. So I feel like this person is wanting to, they've like kind of puffed themselves up, as it were. Like, especially it's kind of weird because if they had come across as previously as a little bit arrogant or cocky or, you know, a bit chauvinistic previously, you know, it's all a front. It's all a front. And it's just now being revealed to the fact that they were kind of living in fantasy land and kind of covering up whatever it is that they were covering up, when inside they actually genuinely don't feel very confident at all. And you may have necessarily seen right through that. But they potentially feel that they just haven't got very much to offer you. And most likely they're scared because the way that they feel about you, if they were to come forward before they're ready, that they may not necessarily be able to handle you for a start, and your relationship. But I just feel like this person's really trying to do like a balancing act of lots of different things, but obviously please take what resonates. I'm just going to look at what this Fool is. The Fool in reverse, please, for Sagittarius. King of Cups and the Chariot. So Cancer energy, water energy. Yeah, this they're feeling that stuck energy. They have all this love for you, but potentially they may feel that you're going to take advantage of them, and if they come across as a bit weak and vulnerable. Do you know what I'm getting is potentially they may feel fearful because they're usually so like masculine, regardless of whether you're, you know, male or female. Gender doesn't matter at all. It's the energy. This person may be a little bit fearful of coming across to you as a bit of a simp. And it's like they have all this love for you and they've not shown their feelings, but they want to take things slowly with you and do it right. And they want to come forward towards you and be clear, but they may not necessarily be ready as of right now to come forward with anything solid. Too many. One more for the Fool in reverse, and then we'll close off the reading. High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, they want to make it like clear to you what they've been going through. And they've been living a lie and being in denial for quite some time, and now they're getting ready to fix whatever they need to fix in order to be able to come forward towards you. So if they're staying a bit remote from you as of right now, even though they have all these feelings, it's just because they're trying to work a few things out for themselves. But potentially they may feel that there may be too much that's gone between the two of you, like there's too much water under the bridge, and potentially even though they have all this love for you, and if they do make themselves known that they have all these feelings, then, you know, they know that potentially they feel like they blew a chance with you, and they're worrying that you may not necessarily give them a chance, and that you may be more interested in new love coming in. But I feel like this past person, if you're dealing with a past person, most likely wants to come back and rekindle something with you, but it just may take a little bit of time. Okay, guys? So anyway, I hope that you have enjoyed the reading. If you did, please like, share and subscribe. Leave us a comment. I greatly appreciate it. I will reply back to the comments. So if you do hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell as well, so you guys get an alert as to when I post another video for you. Also, if you are interested, I am available on TikTok, so if you'd like shorter love readings, I have an account over there called My Way Tarot 444. There aren't any underscores or dashes or anything like that in the name, so please be careful, because I don't want you guys getting scammed with it by anyone. Being asked if you would like personal readings via WhatsApp and that type of thing, because I'm not available for personal readings as of yet. Okay, guys? So anyway, enjoy Halloween. I hope that you have a really good week, the rest of your October, and we'll see you soon, hopefully, for the November readings. So please take care. Bye for now.